Welcome to JayFlix. Get ready for your feature presentation. Sit back, silence your cell phones. You're in for a hell of a ride. Today, we're here to review the amazing, awesome, great movie from Marvel Entertainment titled Thunderbolts. Alright guys, we are here to review the Marvel movie Thunderbolts. I told y'all I was going to watch it, and I did. And now we're back for it. Not much I can say, but what I can say is that I am proud of Marvel for this movie. They did a great job, awesome job. Let me pull something up real quick. Alright, so we have Thunderbolts 2025, action sci-fi. Runtime is 2 hours and 6 minutes. We have starring in this movie Florence Pugh. Wow, I would have never guessed her name. Known about her for a while now. The first time I saw her was in an A24 film. Is it A24 or A21? I actually own the movie, but I haven't watched it in a while. It's about like the kids went out. Matter of fact, let's just pull it up. I'll tell you exactly what it is. They went out and got high, right? They went out to this retreat and got high, but they were like, people were being murdered or something like that. It was a real trippy movie. Midsummer. I would have never. It took me a while to remember that. This is the first time I saw Florence Pugh. Awesome actress. Let's give it up for her. Of course, she was in Oppenheimer most recently, and now this movie Thunderbolts. All right, so give it up for her. We got Lewis Pullman, who played the Sentry. Awesome job. Drop a bomb for him. First time seeing him. Alright, let's name the rest of the actors and actresses. Geraldine Viswanathan. I believe that looks to be the assistant to what's that lady name? She's the assistant for Jerry Seinfeld's homegirl, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, right? Or hold on. Okay, that's her real name. Okay, cool. That's her real. Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I did not see Lawrence Fishburne in this movie. Let me see. Of course, you have David Harbour, who plays the what's it called? I don't know. He's the Captain America of Russia or something. You got Wyatt Russell, who is like a bootleg Captain America. He's really he's awful. I guess he's alright now. I don't really remember how that show ended off for Captain America. But you got Wyatt Russell, you got Olga Kurylenko, who, man, I ain't gonna spoil it for you, but she is in this movie. Sebastian Stan, my guy, give it up. He's official like a whistle. That is, dang, what's his name? What's his name in the movie? Okay, Bucky, Winter Soldier, my guy. Hannah John Kamen, who is the one that can disappear, right? She's the one that can kind of phase in and out. Chris Barr, I have no idea who that is. He doesn't even have a title on his name. Wendell does. Wendell Pierce is like a government official. So, y'all give it up for that. Drop a banger for that. All those actors and actresses did an awesome job. Now, for me, right? I only have one. It's not really negative. I guess it would just be a suggestion. But honestly, it wouldn't really make. It wouldn't. I think it would only improve what was already great, right? So I do feel the movie was great. It didn't feel like a waste of time. It didn't feel. I did walk. Okay, let me be real. I walked into the movie theater about maybe 5 to 10 minutes after it started. Don't blame me. But I walked in right before like the movie got into the swing. And when it started swinging, it really never stopped. Not that I can think of. It never really like quit like moving. It never had any really slow points. It had some points where it was running, and it just had some points where it was at a slow jog, but it never like slowed down and walked again, which is pretty good for an action movie. So give it up for that. My only jab at this movie is I wish there was more Sentry. They really didn't explain a whole bunch with Sentry, and they really didn't give like like the character Sentry enough chance to really establish himself on who he was, right? He really still doesn't have a solid identity. I don't know how or why he functions the way he does. They give us a little backstory on Sentry, and the dude's name is, what's his name? Oh, they just calling him Sentry right here, but his name was like Bob. It was like Robert something, right? And we don't get a whole lot of like, we get his name, we get his how he ended up being like, I guess becoming Sentry. But we don't get like the functionality or understanding the functionality of how but because for some reason, whatever chemically, mentally, whatever's going on with him naturally, he's able to accept whatever process brought him to being Sentry, because he wasn't the only one that was lined up to be that. But we're not given much like information to understand how his makeup, whatever's going on in his head or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We just don't, it's not enough information for us to understand. So, I get it. It would have been a different movie if they focused too much on Sentry. They really focused most on the people that we know already, right? But honestly, I could have enjoyed. Now the movie says this says that the movie is already 2 hours and 6 minutes, which let's say is in actuality is probably like an hour and 55 or something, right? maybe somewhere, maybe like take a little bit, maybe give a lot, take a little bit, right? I could have watched the 2.5 hour movie just so that we could cover more on Century. Now a lot of people ain't with that. I know most people probably aren't out with that, but just seeing the Century perform for the little bit of time we did was a banger. Oh my God, it was beautiful to watch. As soon as that reveal came where he was brought into his true form, it only lasted for 5 minutes. Like the action really only lasted like 2.5. He was just standing still for 2.5, and the other 2.5 he was getting busy, and then it was all over. And that's what I wish I saw more of. But I guess it can be smart on a business standpoint, because it's like they're gonna come back for this guy, which I am. I'm looking forward to seeing more of Century. Everybody else was in true form. From what I can remember, this guy Wyatt Russell, U.S. agent, he was, from what I remember, same deal. He's a pretty good actor. Scumbag. You know what I'm saying? From what I can remember, I low key want to watch the show, but I low key don't, and I most likely won't. But yeah, that's him. I need to go watch the movie. Geraldine, she was the assistant, but she really confused me. I don't understand what she's like. I don't understand her choices. Maybe she operates out of fear. I don't know. But y'all go see the movie. Y'all see what I'm talking about. He gonna deliver every time. This dude, I remember watching him in he was in the movie with Denzel. This back when he was like real young. Called, well, Denzel was saving Dakota Fanning. When Dakota Fanning was a little girl, Denzel was saving Dakota Fanning. He was in that movie. They were cricket cops. He was a cricket cop. All these dudes deliver. Wendell Pierce, he done been in so many of my favorite movies. He's dope. She's still in true form from when we saw her in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Still doing her thing. She's an OG. She gonna deliver that same thing every time. Don't know who that is, bro. Lawrence Fishburne, he was in Ant-Man and the Wasp. I do not remember seeing him in this movie. I'm sorry, OG, if he was in there. I don't remember seeing you in there, bro. Everybody delivers. Banger cast. Hey, give it up for Marvel. Hey, Marvel might be on the comeback. I don't know. They might be on the comeback, man. I really don't have much to say about this movie. I just wish I could have got more Century. In essence, it's a great. Let me see. It's a really good movie. It's an awesome date night. I always chalk movies up to being like a date night, cause I never go to the movies alone. I used to in the past, but these days I rather just whatever I could pull up at home. If I ain't got nobody to go with, I definitely ain't pulling up to like a standard movie alone. Like it have to be, if I'm gonna pull up alone, it have to be like the whole spiel. They have to have in movie dining, the whole thing. Like I'm talking about freaking just, they have to have the speakers, the subwoofers, they have to have the whole thing for me. The sound had to be immaculate, everything had to be just, it had to be something for me to pull up for, not just like, oh, a standard movie. Like if I'm going to see like a regular admission ticket, I'm not pulling up to that alone. I don't know, maybe I'm weird. But yeah, great movie to go see, period. Like, just, you know what I'm saying? I recommend it 100%. It's a banger. But that's all I gotta say for that, man. How did y'all like my intro, my production for my intro? Was it cool? Just try something new, man. I'm getting some ideas I want to do for the channel, so that's, hey man, expect more from me coming on the channel. Other than that, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Until next time, man, this has been JayFlix. Y'all be easy. Peace.